Welcome back to the Ball State Dynasty, Week 2 against the Idaho Vandals at home, where Nate Davis looks to become 2-0 in his early tenure as Ball State head coach. Ball State comes off a hard-fought victory against Indiana, but it came down to the wire, but Ball State prevailed and got the victory. Now, let's get ready for kickoff against Idaho. Week 2, Idaho at Ball State. Crowd not really packed, not a lot of people here, but Ball State, regardless, is going to look to become 2-0, which Idaho is 1-0, Ball State 1-0, battle of the 1-0s, and kickoff is here. Week 2 begins with Idaho receiving, going up to about the 20, 25, 28-yard line is Brantley. And then here comes out Idaho. In the under center is Lyman. Lyman dropping back, firing. His tight end's gonna drop it. Matt Lyman is gonna first pass of the game is gonna be dropped by his tight end. Now Lyman in the shotgun, empty backfield. He's gonna drop back. He's gonna sling one to the outside. He's gonna hit a perfect corner route over to I didn't see the name there, but it hits a perfect corner route. Now Matt Lyman under center. He's gonna motion. He's going to drop back. He's going to sling one over out to the outside again. He's going to hit Wiskowski, his other tight end, for a 12-yard gain over midfield. Now 2nd and 11 on the same drive. Lyman going to drop back. He's going to sling one out to the outside. He's going to hit another one on the outside. This one to Jacob Sannon to the outside. Now Matt Lyman has 42 yards so far. Under center, Lyman hands off. Now it's a play action fake. He's going to sling one over the middle, and it's going to be incomplete. Just wasn't on the same page with this tight end there. They weren't on the same page. Now, next play, Lyman. Actually, it's a 4th and inches. Lyman is going to hand it off to his running back, Saunders. Saunders is going to go up the middle, going to break it out the outside, come back into the middle for an 18-yard gain. As it looks like Ball State brought an all-out blitz, but they didn't have any outside contain. The defensive end didn't contain the outside, so it was wide open. Now we got Lyman under center is gonna draw it to Saunders, and Saunders is gonna get no yards on that play. Perfect play by the outside linebacker Damian Singleton. Now we got Lyman in the shotgun. Saunders next to him. He's going to hand it off to Saunders. Saunders is going to go up the middle. He's going to get the first down. Is going to go to about the 1-yard line, but gets stopped at the 1. 15-yard gain for Isaiah Saunders up the middle. Good blocking all around by the offensive line. Now we got Saunders at the 1, 1st and goal in the shotgun. Going to hand it off to Saunders, and Saunders is going to get stopped for about a 1-yard loss, maybe a half yard. Now we got 2nd and goal. Line in under center. Saunders in the backfield with the fullback. We got motion by the wide receiver, and he hands it off to the wide receiver for a jet sweep. Touchdown, Idaho. A 2-yard run by Jacob Sannon. Again, it looks like Ball State brought all pressure up the middle, but didn't have any outside contain. And that will put Idaho on the board first on their first drive of the game, 7-0 Idaho. Following kickoff, we got Walton back to receive up to the 15, and then he's not going to get back to the 20. He's going to only get to about the 17-yard line, 18-yard line, as Corey Lacanaria and the Ball State offense looks to see if they can answer back the 7-0 deficit they are in after the first drive of Idaho. We got Riley Neal in the pistol is going to hand it off to Gilbert. Gilbert up the middle for about a 7 or 8 yard gain. Very You know, if you can get 8 yards on first down every play, you gotta be thrilled. And then we got Neal in the shotgun, handing it off to Gilbert up the middle. He's going to get about a 4-yard gain. James Gilbert, 2 rushes, 12 yards. Couldn't ask for a better start. Now Neal under center. Gilbert is the running back with the fullback. Rudy dropping back, scrambling out to the right, and he's going to throw one up. It's going to be incomplete. Just didn't have no one there. Just him and the receiver were not on the right page, or didn't have the arm strength to get it there off the run. Then we got Neal in the shotgun, dropping back, searching, scrambling to the right again. Now he's going to throw one up again, but Corey's going to be there this time. Corey's going to be there for a 36-yard huge gain. It kind of looked like a back shoulder throw almost. He stops, and the corner kind of overplays it, and then he couldn't really make a play on the ball, couldn't look it in, so Corey gets a huge play there. Now we got Neal dropping back from the shotgun. He's gonna try to hit the tight end on a little comeback route, but the tight end did not look the ball and he dropped it. So 3rd and 7 on that same drive. Neal from the shotgun with 2 backs, dropping back, gonna sling one over the middle to the running back out of the backfield. Green, that's Darian Green, the backup running back, is gonna get an 8-yard reception on 3rd and 7 to move the chains. That's what you like to see from your backup running back. Neal in the shotgun, Gilbert back in the backfield. Neal's gonna take the snap. Nope, he's gonna audible. Neal's gonna audible. He's going to go to the single back, bringing a tight end to be fullback, and he's giving it to Gilbert on the single. He's going to give it to Gilbert, and he's going to go up the middle for about an 8-yard gain. 2nd and 2. Neal under center. Fullback. Play action. Neal's going to look, and he's going to sling one across his body back into the end zone. Kind of a dangerous pass going across his body. But Corey's there regardless. Corey's been huge for us in these first 2 games. He's really shown that he's the #1 wide receiver, and he gets his 2nd touchdown of the season. And he's already got 61 yards in this first quarter already. And that is going to tie the ball game up at 7-7. Following a drive by Idaho, 1st and 10 after the kickoff, single back. Linen's going to drop back. He's going to throw it out to the outside. He's going to get it out to James. James is going to get pushed out of bounds, but not before he gets a 1st down. Alex James, a 12-yard reception. 1st and 10, next play. Linen, shotgun. Saunders next to him. He's going to play action to Saunders. He's going to kind of roll out, and then he's going to throw it out to a little comeback route for 11 yards to Ruben. Now, next play. Looks like Lion's going to be in the shotgun again. He's going to be empty it out. He's going to have 5 wide. Ball State's going to bring a blitz, and Lion's going to throw it to the outside. He's going to get it complete to Wiskowski, his tight end. A 6-yard reception for Joseph Wiskowski, and that is going to end the first quarter. End of the first quarter is 7-7. Definitely way more low scoring than last week, which was 14-14 at the end of the first quarter. We got 14 combined here. Start of the second quarter, 2nd and 4, I should say. Shotgun, he's going to fake it. He's going to do a read option, lining out to the right. He's going to just get enough to pick up the 1st down. He's going to get rolled forward by Ball State defender. Now 3rd and 7 on that same drive later on. Linen in the shotgun, going to drop back. He's going to sling one. No, he's going to take a sack, and he's going to get fumbled. Linen, huge sack. Matt Linen gets sacked and fumbles the ball. Luckily, Idaho got it picked up. Huge play by Hammonds Jr. there. The freshman getting a huge sack and a fumble. That's what you like to see from an up-and-coming player. Now Idaho's going to have to be forced to punt by taking that big sack and an 8-yard loss. Oh, no, it's a fake. He's going to throw it out to the flats. Oh, and he misplayed him. It looks like he was going to go for the interception, but he missed it. But luckily, Ball State doesn't quite get there. We rally to the sticks, and he doesn't get there. But it looked like number 29, the defender, was maybe going to go for the interception, but he just missed it, just barely. And luckily, they didn't get the 1st down, and we rallied to the sticks. Now we got Neal in the shotgun. Audible and some receivers. Play action. He's going to throw one out. He's going to get batted down by Dags, the 2nd of Idaho. Neal 4-7 for 63 yards and a touchdown in that first quarter. Now we got Neal in the shotgun, dropping back. Looks like a screen pass, and he's not going to get it off. Luckily, he didn't fumble on that play. He gets sacked. Well, no, he gets the ball off, fortunately, but could have been an interception. Now we got 3rd and 10 on that same drive. Neal in the shotgun. Gilbert next to him. He's going to hike it. He's going to sling one over to the right. He's going to hit Corey again, like a Nagra, for a 15-yard gain on a little post route. A perfect play. Perfect 15-yard gain, perfect throw. Great catch. Has to go up for it, but he's got the hands to do it, obviously, as we've seen in the first 2 games so far. Neal in the shotgun. Gilbert next to him. He's going to do, looks like an audible. He's going to hike it. He's looking, and he's going to get sacked. Didn't have enough time. Riley Neal gets sacked for 11 yards. Hawkins got the sack there for the Idaho Vandals. Puts Neal in a sticky situation, 2nd and 1. He's going to hike it. He's going to sling one out to the right. He's going to have his tight end Pittner there. Pittner for a huge 35-yard gain on 2nd and 21. Well, it looks like Idaho had us behind the sticks, had Ball State behind the sticks, but couldn't guard the tight end out on the little out route, and that's a 35-yard gain. Neal dropping back. He's going to sling one to the right. And Miller's going to be there. That's the first we've seen Miller this season. Riley Miller, I think the 3rd or 4th wide receiver on the depth chart, gets his first catch. A pretty big one. Makes it 1st and 10. 3 minutes left to go in the 2nd quarter. Riley Neal under center. He's going to draw it to Gilbert. Gilbert up the middle, up at the 5-yard line for an 11-yard gain. Makes it 1st and goal, Ball State. 7-7 still. 2 minutes and 30 seconds to go. Neal under center. Setting up blocks, it looks like. He's gonna play action. He's gonna try to hit his tight end out there in the end zone, but he couldn't quite hang on. And then it leaves Ball State with a 3rd and goal now. Looks like they went in the hurry up, play action. Kind of a similar play, similar result. No, incompletion. 4th and goal. What is Nate Davis going to decide to do? And he's going to go conservative and kick the field goal. He's going to hit it, and they're going to get it. It's going to be 10-7 with 2 minutes and 6 seconds left to go. Let's see what Idaho can do with their following possession. 1st and 10. Lining in the shotgun. Saunders to his left. He's going to hand it up. Nope, it's going to be a play read option. He's going to fake it to Saunders, get about a 7-yard gain, and they're going to call a timeout immediately. 2nd and 3. Idaho, lining under center, I should say. Single back is Saunders. He's going to give it a draw to Saunders. Two consecutive run plays with 2 minutes to go, but they get the first down nonetheless, and it's 1st and 10. About the 39-yard line of Idaho. Idaho in the shotgun. Lining dropping back. He's going to throw into the outside. Gets out of bounds is Gardner. First we've seen him today for a 10-yard reception, but didn't quite get the stick, so it's 3rd and inches. A minute 37 left to go in the first half, I should say, 2nd quarter. Lineman hands off to Saunders, and he'll get the first down. Looks like they're chewing clock, so they don't want Ball State to get the ball back in the first half. We'll see if they can do that and score. Lineman under center. Dropping back. He's going to throw into the outside. It's going to be intercepted by Miller. And them running the clock did not pay off, as Ball State gets a huge interception with a minute 22 left in the first half. Now let's see what Ball State can do on offense, see if they can get anything going before the first half ends, or if they're just going to run the clock out and go to half, which I don't assume they will want to, but we'll see. Riley Neal under center. Running down clock's going to... No, it's a play action. He's going to get sacked. That is a sack you cannot take. That makes it 2nd and 18. Now you might think that they may just hand the ball off and just go to the second half and get, all's good. You have a 3-point lead at the half. No, he's going to drop back from the shotgun. He's going to sling one over the middle, and Miller just cannot hang on. Miller, we've seen him once today. 2nd attempt of the year. He just couldn't hang on to it. It was a perfect throw right where it needed to be. But now we got Neal in the shotgun. Let's see what they do here. If they make Idaho take a timeout, and they do. It's just a draw play to Gilbert. Smart, conservative play. Fans may not love it, but it's the right play. Idaho takes a timeout, and Ball State's going to punt it back to them. Punts away, and let's see if Idaho can do anything on the return. No, perfect. Gonna make him call a fair catch, and they're gonna get the ball about the 30-yard line with Lyman in the shotgun. He's gonna drop back, and he's gonna scramble, but he's only gonna get about 3 yards. Looks like Idaho's gonna play conservative, and they're gonna go into the half, not risking another interception, as what happened on the last drive. And we are going to go into halftime with Ball State leading 10-7 in a pretty close defensive battle here. And I will be seeing you guys in the second half. Welcome back to the second half of the game against Idaho. Ball State versus Idaho. Walton's going to take it out. He's going to go out to the left, and he's going to get walloped for. He's not going to get a good return. 1st and 10, Cardinals from the 17-yard line. Shotgun, Neal with Gilbert back there with him is going to be a read option. Defensive end crashes, but Neal's not going to get much. The linebacker made a good play to get off the block and get over there. 2nd and 8 is going to be total yards are about even, 151 to 152. Neal in the shotgun is going to look. He's going to drop back. He's going to sling one over the middle right to Hodge for a 12-yard reception. Jordan Hodge with his second catch of the game for 19 yards. Now we get Neal in the shotgun. Gilbert back there with him to his right. He's going to drop back. He's going to sling another one over the middle. This one to Gilbert out of the backfield. Gilbert gets an 11-yard reception for his first catch of the game. That's his first catch of the game, as he can contribute with his hands and with his, obviously his legs. Now we got Gilbert and Rudy in the backfield. He's going to go out to the right. Gilbert handoff. Get a good block by the lineman, and then good block by Rudy out for a 15-yard gain. That puts Gilbert at 54 yards with 7 rushes. Now we got Neal in the shotgun. Screen pass out to Gilbert. Gilbert is going to follow his blocks, but he's only going to get about a 3-yard gain on that play. Now we got Neal. Now Neal under center. Fullback and Gilbert is going to sling one over the middle. That one to Corey. Oh, he's going to fumble. That's a fumble. Idaho recovers. Idaho is right there. But, I don't know. Was his knee down? I guess we will have to look with replay. Let's see what we see here. Oh, I think his knee might have been down. And, yep, they are going to review it. They are going to review it and see. And, definitely, his knee was 100% down. And Ball State's going to retain possession here. I mean, it's a scary, scary thing, but you want to see him hold on to the ball in that situation, regardless if he was down or not. But hey, 1st and 10, it's all good. It's all good. 1st and 10, 2 minutes and 38 seconds left in the third quarter. Pistol here. You got Neal in the pistol with Gilbert behind him. Defensive end crashes. It's a read option. Neal going to go up the middle for about a 1st end for a 9-yard gain. Neal has 4 rushes, but can't really figure out his total because he's been sacked. They'll say he has -2 yards. So Neal now with the fullback Rudy and Gilbert. Play action to Gilbert. He's going to roll out. He's going to sling one to Rudy in the flats. And Rudy's going to have his first catch of the year for 9 yards, up to about the 13-yard line, 14-yard line. Neal having a pretty impressive day so far. Nothing to write home about, but definitely nothing to not write home about, I guess you could say. Neal with Rudy and Gilbert in the backfield. He's going to play action again. He's going to sling one to just before the end zone, and Gilbert's only going to get a 3-yard reception. Again, 4th and 1, decision time for Nate Davis, and he's going to kick the field goal to make it a 6-point game. and it just sneaks in the uprights to make it 7-13 Ball State, 6-point lead. Now Idaho's going to get the ball with about 5 minutes and 58 seconds. Plenty of time. They may even get 2 chances, who knows. But now we got line in the shotgun. Saunders to his right. He's gonna throw. It's gonna be deflected at the line. Very good deflection. I'm not couldn't quite tell who that was, but it was a good deflection on the line there. Get your hands up, big men, and swat them passes down. Now single back, motion wide receiver. Now he's dropping back under center. He's going to throw into the outside. That's Wiskowski. Wiskowski up to the 40, to the 30, to the 35, to the 20, up to the 15, 10, almost to the 5, to about the 7-yard line. His Ball defense looks like they brought an all-out blitz. And Wiskowski, just a broken coverage. No one out there at the left, and he just didn't have enough speed to get there, but he got him down to the 5. And they're looking to take a lead here, 14-13. That's what they're looking to do. But first and goal from the 5. Lyman's dropping back. He's going to rush. Linebacker stepping out, misses a tackle, but luckily someone else was there to hit him. 6-yard gain puts him at the, had put him at the 2, but now on third and goal from about the 3 or 4 yard line. He's going to hand it off to Saunders. Saunders is going to get stuffed. He's not going to get anything. And it's going to be 4th and goal. Let's see if Idaho chooses to kick the field goal. And no, they're going aggressive. They are going aggressive. They're in the shotgun, and they're going to go for the lead. Line in the shotgun. He's going to drop back. He's going to sling one over the middle. It's going to be intercepted by Phillips. Phillips, number 21, is going to get the interception. He's just going to kneel it, which is a smart decision. And that's going to give Ball State the ball back at the 20-yard line. Let's see are they going to be aggressive, or are they just, I don't know. I guess there's 4 minutes and 14 seconds left. So Ball State in the shotgun is going to hand it off to Gilbert. Gilbert's going to get 4 or 5 yards, good 5-yard gain on first down, and they are really running clock now. They got it down to 3 seconds. 3rd and 2 on that same drive. Gilbert on a draw, and he's going to get stuffed. Idaho got off the field, didn't have to waste any timeouts, and they're going to get another shot at this puppy. They're going to get a shot at taking the lead of this game. Now Ball State to punt. Back with, we got about 2 minutes 20 seconds, and Idaho's going to field the punt. He's going to go up. He's going to follow his blockers. He's going to get up to about the 45, 35, something like that. Sacks on the day, 2 for Idaho, 1 for Ball State, 3 total in the whole game. It's pretty good protection. I mean, you like to see none, but 2 and 1's definitely not better than 5. Lyman stepping back, sling him onto the outside in double coverage, and should have been picked off by Cosby. Bias Cosby that had the pick 6 last game. Should have had another one here, which Matt already has 2 interceptions on the day. Now 2nd and 10. 2:06. Idaho looking to take the lead. Single back, under center line and dropping backs, and sling one out to the outside. He's going to get it up to James. And Alex James is going to get about a 9-yard reception. Line and under center, fullback, and Johnson in Saunders, not Johnson, in the backfield. He's going to hand it out. No, play action. He's going to drop back. He's got all day to throw. He's going to sling one to the outside. Oh, and the receiver made a heck of a catch not to drop that. Really good hands by Ruben. Heck of a catch by number 26 up to, up to the 31-yard line. Next play, Idaho, 1st and 10. 11 first downs for Idaho, 12 for Ball State all game. Lyman in the shotgun, dropping back, 5 wide receivers, or maybe 4, but yeah, 5. 13-yard gain to Michael Gardner. He's got 2 on the day for 23. Lyman under center, fullback and running back Saunders. Gonna hand it off to Saunders up the middle. He's gonna go up to get the first down. I'm gonna say 2nd and inches. Yep, 2nd and inches for Isaiah Saunders on the 10-yard gain. Matt Lyman. Now 3rd and 2 later that drive, I should say. 3rd and 2, Lyman in the shotgun, Saunders to his left. He's going to motion his tight end across the field, or across the formation. He's going to drop back, Lyman. Going to sling one just before the end zone, but he's going to get the first down. That's going to be David Unger for the first down. Later that drive, 1st and goal, or should I just say next play, Saunders in the backfield. Gonna motion his tight end out to the left. Saunders dropping back from under center is gonna sling one in just before the end zone, and Wiskowski's gonna try to power his way in the end zone, but he isn't quite gonna get there. 2nd and goal from the 1. Wiskowski under center, fullback, and Saunders in the backfield. He's gonna head it off to Saunders, and he's gonna get a touchdown, a 1-yard touchdown for Isaiah Saunders. And now they just gotta make the extra point to take the lead, as Idaho was taking timeouts, along with Ball State, to try to preserve some time. Both taking timeouts there on that drive. Looks like Idaho's going to get about 40, 43, 44 seconds, depending on if any time goes off in the kickoff. And Idaho does take the lead. They made the important extra point to take the 1-point lead. And now, Idaho to kick it off, and let's see if Walton can do anything on the kickoff. Make some magic happen. Walton, oh, he's going to get trampled there. What a play by the Idaho kickoff team. He just gets trampled. Man. Corey's had a huge game, as you can see there. Huge game. Another huge game. Definitely star of the offense, other than Neal. But, you kind of got to have Neal to have Corey. So Neal going out to the right from the shotgun. He's going to sling one to the sideline. Oh, what a play. Corey Lakanagra for 25-yard gain, but a dart from Neal. Neal and Lakanagra just have that connection, that number 1 wide receiver connection from quarterback, and it's beautiful. They even practiced in all offseason or something like that. Neal from the shotgun, Saunders to his right. He's going to take the snap. He's going to sling one over the middle. That one to Hodge. Hodge is having a pretty underrated season, too. I mean, obviously not as good as Lakanagra, but he's having a good season. Neal in the shotgun, Gilbert to his right. Gilbert going to drop back. He's going to roll to his right again. He's going to sling another one to the sideline, but that one's going to be dropped by Miller. That's 2 drops for Miller this week in this game. Oh, Miller, you gotta catch those. 2nd and 10, 24 seconds left in the game. Ball State trying to get in field goal range. They do still have the timeout. Neal going to his right again. Almost got sacked, but he's going to fire another one to the sideline to Lakanagra for a beautiful, 13-yard gain. And now he's got 230 yards passing. Neal going to go in the hurry up to the shotgun. Neal going to drop back. He's going to throw one in the flats. That one's going to go to Reese. First we've seen of Devin Reese this season for a 7-yard gain. And Ball State he got out of bounds, so the clock stops. And it looks like Ball State just wants to center the ball for their kicker and try to get this as perfect as they can. I'm not sure if Idaho's going to ice him or not, but kicker on. He's going to, nope, no ice. Hagee makes it 16-14 final. Ball State comes away with the final seconds with a perfect game-winning drive by Neal. Neal leads them straight down the field with Nicaragua, I mean, that's not his name. With Corey. Oh, I'm an idiot. Oh, but Ball State wins in the final seconds in an ESPN Classic, and Lakanagra is his name, with 112 yards and a touchdown, following his Week 1 performance with just as good as a Week 2 performance, as he does get Player of the Game. 6 receptions, 112 yards, and a touchdown. Neal, deserving of it too, but you can't give it to the quarterback every week, as if they perform every week, they'll get it every week. So that is your final. Ball State 16, Idaho 14. Let's look at some stats after these highlights. Now, time for stats. Riley Neal, 237 yards, a touchdown, and a perfect quarterback rating, 60% completion percentage. Was sacked twice. Now, for rushing, James Gilbert, 13 attempts for 68 yards. I really need to get him the ball more. A 5.2 average, 15 yards long. Neal had -8 yards because of the sacks. That will can't really gauge what he really had on the ground. I mean, it counts, but whatever. Receiving, Lacanagra, 112 yards, touchdown, stud, beast, whatever you want to say. We're going to miss him next year. But early in the season, Gilbert actually had 3 receptions for 12 yards. Jordan Hodge, 33 yards on 3 receptions. Let's go to defense. Jacob White, middle linebacker, led the team, tied for tackles with 4. Quarterback sacks, Sean Hammonds with the strip sack, but Idaho got it back, but led him to punt, that fake punt. A big sack by Sean Hammonds there. And overall, a great win for the Ball State Cardinals. As next week, we take on the Mean Green Eagles. The North Texas Eagle, whatever. Week 3, North Texas, they're 0-2, we're 2-0. And I can't wait to see you there.
Go Cardinals!